Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be, she wants a break. That's definitely not good. Well, I've got an email here from a guy whose girlfriend of 2.5 years recently said that she wants a break. Obviously, like most guys, he didn't see it coming, was totally shocked. But what's interesting, I don't know if you've seen a few reports in the news. I've seen at least 2-3 different reports of couples splitting up where I think one of them I saw, the woman was pro-Trump, the other, and her husband was pro-Hillary. I saw a couple others where the guy was pro-Trump and the woman was pro-Hillary, and so they're going through some high-profile divorces. And so what's interesting is he's a Trump supporter. She obviously is a liberal, and ever since the election, things have kind of gone sideways. So let's see what we can do to help him out, because obviously things are not going well. But I got a quote that I wrote in this topic, and then we're going to go through the email and see what we can do to help this dude out. The quote says, "When women sense weakness in their men, especially when they act needy and insecure, they typically will back away and often become unsure of their feelings. If they ask for space, this means they are feeling smothered and like they are losing their freedom. If a woman pushes you away and does not want to see or hear from you, you should let her go so she can feel your strength to not be diminished without her, and so her feelings can grow for you again. Chasing after women who push you away only serves to make you look weak and undesirable and confirm their decision that not being with you is the right choice. Scarcity creates value." I've said that once or twice before. When someone fails to recognize your value, give him or her the gift of missing you. If they don't come back, then you know where you stand. So what's interesting is this woman wanted some time and some space away because she wanted to see how that would affect her feelings. Isn't that interesting? So let's go through his email. He says, "Dear Coach, I came across your website and videos a few days ago. Here's my situation." Well, first things first is you need to start reading the book. You got to learn the fundamentals. These videos, like the one I'm doing right now, is meant to help you fine-tune and tweak particular situations. But obviously, if you're not reading the book, you can read it for free right now by going to my website, subscribe to the email newsletter. You'll get a link in your email, and you can start reading it right now. I give all of my best information away for free. Information like Elmer Fudd. And if you also are so inclined, you can get the audio version of my book from audible.com by just doing a free trial. So you got nothing to lose. You got zero downside risk other than your time and your email address. Come on. So back to his email. He says, "On June 29th, my girlfriend of 2.5 years told me she needed a break. I was shocked and had no clue anything was wrong. If I had $1 for every time I've gotten an email from a guy who said I was shocked and I thought everything was great, I'd be extremely rich." I asked her what that meant, and she said that she wanted some time to see if she would miss me and get feelings for me back. Remember, it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. It's that time and space away where they get to feel your strength, just like I said in the quote, to not be diminished or lose your shit when they're not around. She requested that I not see her, call her, or text her. In essence, go no contact. So she's telling you what you need to do in order for her to start feeling more attracted to you. And the question is, did you listen? We're going to see. We already had a few future events planned, so we still attended those together, not telling our friends that anything had changed. It's none of their business anyways. Besides, if you start telling people that, then everybody's talking about it. Women like a guy that will keep his mouth shut and doesn't blab everything about their relationship. This lasted 3 weeks till July 22nd. The more I saw her, the more I wanted and needed her. And that is the rub, ladies and gentlemen. The idea is you get together with somebody to share your completeness, not to complete each other. Bad way to go, dude. She told you what to do, and because you need her. In other words, you feel like you're diminished when she's not around. That's not masculine, and it's not attractive. It makes you look like a weak beta male. All it does is cause her to feel even more wishy-washy towards you and back away even more. When women sense weakness, they back away more and test. I would take her out to a fancy dinner, a bribe for sex in a relationship, help her around the house, anything to be with her. There was a video, I've seen a bunch of people send it to me on Twitter and posting the comments. There's this beta male dude that basically was saying there's no such thing as an alpha male. So you got a beta male trying to convince everybody that there's no such thing as an alpha male. And in the video, he says you should just do things for people. Do things for women, they'll really like that. So he's taking her to fancy dinners, fixing things at her house for her. Let's see how well that worked out for him. Let's see how well acting like a beta male helped him look more attractive in her eyes. I didn't want to let go of her. I would constantly try to get her to change her mind, seeking her approval, i.e., engaging her in useless dialogue, begging, pleading, even proposing almost every day. This is what you see in movies all the time. If you just beg and plead and you're obnoxious and you act like a creepy stalker, eventually she's just gonna go, I'm so in love with you. Works great in the movies, especially when you got these feminized beta males telling guys, oh, there's no such thing as an alpha male. That won't work. So here's a real world example that we'll see whether it really worked or not. He says, I also wanted to know if there was somebody else. And she said no. She told me the last 6 to 8 months have been difficult for her. Starting with the election, she is an avid liberal and cannot stand Trump, whom I voted for. I had my Brazilian girlfriend was a socialist. Obviously, she came from a socialist country. She thought Barack Obama was the bomb. Obviously, if you follow me for a while, you know I'm more conservative, libertarian outlook on life. Our sex life was close to nothing. She'd spend the night and we'd fall asleep back to back. So you became friends with no benefits. She'd come over during the week and we'd just watch TV. No kissing, holding each other, or hugging. Well, a man's job is to create an opportunity for sex to happen, to hang out, to have fun, and to hook up. And somewhere along the way, you lost your way and you stopped dating and courting her properly. And you made her the center of your life. In other words, the guy that she fell in love with, you were no longer being that guy. When I get guys that come to me in long-term relationships or they've been married for many years, people say, well, how can you help a guy with a long-term relationship or marriage? What you do to get a woman to fall in love with you is what you're going to do to keep her in love with you. I can help you keep a woman in love, but I can't cause you to stay in love and want to stay with her. You gotta trust what you feel. And 99% of the guys that come to me, they're already in marriage counseling and therapy, and it's helpful, but their wives still don't want to sleep with them. And the problem is they're not acting like men. They're not dating and courting the women properly, and they're not communicating with them properly either. And even if they are communicating a little better, it becomes a negotiation for sex instead of getting back to being the guy that they were. Because if you don't date your wife or your long-term girlfriend, eventually some other guy will. That's just reality. Whether you have a marriage license or you're legally married or living together or have a common law, it doesn't fucking matter. If you stop dating and courting her, a woman's going to look at your actions and think you really don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter what you say or how much you profess you love her or promise to propose or whatever it happens to be. If you don't act like a man, your woman is not going to want you. That's just reality. Also, she was disappointed that I hadn't yet proposed to take her off the market. And remember, he said he proposed over and over and over, and she's, So he did what she said she wanted. And where did it get him? I was also ill for a period of time, so I didn't work out much, which is very important to her. So you basically let yourself go and stop taking care of yourself. So you became less attractive. More of you not being the guy that she fell in love with. And that's what you need to get back to, and that's what my book can really help you with. Last time I saw her on July 22nd, I dropped her off at home and tried once again talking to her about changing her mind. You're using logic and reason to influence a woman to change her emotions. An alpha male doesn't seek anybody's approval. He already knows he's great. And if somebody doesn't see his value, it's their loss. That's the way he looks at it. Now you listen to these feminized beta males from Hollywood trying to tell you if you just act like a girl, a woman's going to go bananas over you. Yeah. Here's a real world example of how the guy's doing everything that Hollywood says you're supposed to do to romance a woman, and she's not interested. It was very late. She became this cold-hearted, angry person. Why? Because you were forcing her into her masculine, and that's not her natural essence, and she resents the fuck out of it. Because you're not acting like a man, dude. And I left in a huff, and I walked away. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I've gone total no contact. Now you're finally doing what she says she wanted, which was to let her fucking be. She tried to help you in the beginning, dude. She texted me a week ago saying, I often think of you, wondering how you're doing. I hope you're not upset with me. I never meant to hurt you. I'm hurting too. You don't have to respond. I just wanted you to know how I feel. Well, as I discussed in 7 Principles to Get an Ex Back, when a woman reaches out, now she's pursuing you. Now she's reaching out to you. Now she's starting to miss you because now she's had some time and you finally let her go. That's when you say, hey, it's great to hear from you. I'd love to see you. Why don't you come on over, bring a bottle of wine, and we'll make dinner together. Hang out, have fun, and hook up. Get back to doing what you did to get her to fall in love with you. Something that would also be helpful is to watch the video I did several years ago, How to Communicate with Women Effectively. And read, in addition to reading the book. Because you have to start acting like a man in every area of your life. So you let a woman, the whole purpose of no contact is to let her go, to feel your strength, to resist her, to feel your strength, to not be diminished and lose your shit because you don't know what she's doing or what she's up to. Her feelings started to creep back up. She started to miss you, and she reached out, and you should have set a date. He says, I read your no contact success story, and my question is, should I have responded to her text and broken no contact? Well, the whole purpose of no contact is, it doesn't mean you fucking ignore her when she reaches out, is to give her the space she wanted. When she misses you, then you set a date. But that was a missed opportunity. But she also said, you don't have to respond. Think about it from this perspective, dude. You need to undergo a mindset shift. In other words, she needs to earn another chance with you, not the other way around. She's the one that pushed you away. She's the one that wasn't interested in sex. And if you're taking time apart and you've got all these amazing women that want to date you because now they think you're single, are you going to be in such a rush to go back to somebody that's been pushing you away, not wanting to have sex with you, and hating on you because you supported Donald Trump? No. What if you met somebody who had the same political beliefs as you? And he was all over you blowing your phone up. Point being is that it was a missed opportunity. I don't teach to ignore women. What do you expect is going to happen? A lot of guys think, oh, she's going to call and apologize. Well, she didn't apologize, so I'm not going to do anything. This is part of the problem. You've been following me for a couple weeks. Doesn't sound like you even cracked the book yet. Trying to cherry pick information. I mean, this is your girlfriend of 2.5 years. If you really care about her, if you really care about saving this, invest in the information that's in my book. It costs you nothing, dude. You're making it harder on yourself than it needs to be. I didn't know your info then. If so, it's been 6 days. Is it too late to respond, or is it too soon? I would just let it go. You've already waited 6 days. If she reaches out next time, hey, hey, hope you're having a great time. Remember, as I teach in my book, which obviously you haven't read yet, so you started fucking up by not reading the book because you're trying to cherry pick info in the videos. If a woman reaches out, you assume she wants to see you, and you make a date. Now, you definitely also need to review the 7 principles to get an X back video that I did and learn that, because as Confucius said, success depends upon prior preparation. And without prior preparation, there is sure to be failure. And you are failing to prepare properly. All the information's right there for you, dude. Stop being fucking lazy and get off your ass, man up, go join a gym again, start taking care of yourself, start focusing on your mission, your purpose in life, and get serious. And you'll either get her back or you'll get somebody better. Either way, you win. But you gotta participate in your own rescue, dude. By the way, I'm 60 and she is 51, and she looks amazing, at least 10 years younger, and I don't want to lose her. So take care of you. Like Jim Rohn said, I'll take care of me for you, and you take care of you for me. And that's a big part of your problem in your relationship, is you stop taking care of you. You stop being the guy that you fell in love with. So start reading my book, get the audio version. You got to undergo a radical transformation and fill in your knowledge gap, dude. It's all there. If you just do the work, you'll get the results that you want. So if you'd like to get my help personally, maybe you're in a similar situation like this and you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way is to book a paid phone or Skype coaching, and you can do either one of those by going to my website, clicking the products tab at the top of your screen, and book whichever option works for you. And I will talk to you soon.